Animation software has never been cheaper or more accessible. But looking at the YouTube landscape, the burnout rate for new animation channels is staggeringly high. People sit alone in the dark for weeks only to abandon their projects before hitting publish. The trap usually starts at step 1. New creators look at their favorite big-name YouTuber, find out what software they use, and buy it, assuming the tool is what created the success. They evaluate the popularity of the software instead of evaluating their own personal constraints. Your choice of software defines your daily production pipeline, your timeline, and your workflow. This chart maps 2 constraints you must balance. The bottom axis is the technical learning curve, ranging from beginner-friendly interfaces to complex engineering. The vertical axis is artistic skill, charting your ability from zero drawing skills up to master illustrator. Before mapping these tools, we have to look at the one variable no software can solve: the audio. Whether you use a free app or a professional suite, poor sound quality ruins the viewer's experience, which means the script and voiceover must be locked before the first frame is drawn. Finishing your audio first allows you to sync visuals to existing beats, rather than trying to stretch audio to fit a finished clip. Software is the vehicle for a well-recorded script, and choosing the wrong vehicle for your destination will stall the channel. Let's compare the major workflows, starting with traditional frame-by-frame animation. The mechanics are brutal. You draw every scene, pose, and lip movement by hand. Generating every pixel gives absolute artistic freedom. Characters squash, stretch, and act with bespoke style. But creating that level of detail is punishing. Producing 60 seconds of animation burns through 50 hours of desk time. As the matrix shows, there's a hard barrier. You must possess illustration skills before launching the application. Spending a month to finish a single 2-minute video puts you in direct conflict with the YouTube algorithm, which favors channels that upload frequently. Frame by frame produces the most unique visual identity on the platform. However, the sheer time cost of this method is the single biggest threat to your consistency and channel survival. To solve that time constraint, we step into the second workflow, rigged 2D, or puppet animation. You draw your character once, assign a digital skeleton and pivot points, and manipulate those bones without ever redrawing. Relying on pre-made bone structures changes your timeline. You can save a walk cycle and recycle it across 20 videos. This generates faster production. You can put out content in days rather than weeks, using beginner-friendly mechanics. The trade-off for speed is motion quality. Shifting digital bones often yields stiff movement compared to hand-drawn frames. You also risk a generic identity. Relying on software presets can give your video a corporate explainer aesthetic. Rigged 2D requires a conscious compromise. You are sacrificing bespoke artistry in exchange for the rapid publishing speed you need to build momentum on YouTube. For creators seeking high production values, we reach the final row of the matrix, 3D animation. The mechanical shift here is leaving the flat canvas behind. You are building spatial elements on a Z-axis, creating volume and depth. Working in virtual space means learning multiple disciplines simultaneously. You act as lighting technician, texture artist, and camera operator. But combining these creates dynamic visuals, allowing complex camera sweeps that 2D workflows cannot match. Software like Blender is backed by massive open-source communities. There's a free tutorial ecosystem for almost any technical problem. But the cost of entry is severe. As the matrix shows, the initial learning curve is steep and unforgiving. Before you can produce a single frame of content, you have to master a complex user interface just to get your models to render correctly. Choosing 3D is a long-term architectural investment. You have to survive a 3 to 6 month learning phase before you will see tangible YouTube success. Evaluate these tools based on your personal reality and constraints, rather than their feature lists. This flowchart routes your specific profile to the right tool. It all begins with one question: what is your primary constraint? If you're a traditional artist who already knows how to draw, and your priority is leveraging those skills for a custom look, follow the left path. Your choice is frame by frame. You pay a heavy price in time, but visual uniqueness is your moat. If you lack illustration skills and are short on free time, your priority is speed to publish. Take the path to the right. Your route is rigged 2D. You sacrifice bespoke art, but gain the speed necessary to satisfy the algorithm. If your priority is building scalable worlds and you have the patience to delay immediate gratification, head straight down the middle. Your choice is 3D animation, for ambitious optimizers willing to survive the steep learning phase for complete spatial control. Whichever workflow you pick, you must lower your initial expectations. Don't aim for Pixar-level polish on day one. Accept rough keyframes and simple backgrounds. Publishing an amateurish early video is the mandatory first step to achieving long-term animation success. The software matters less than the habit of finishing.